name's Artemis, and it is of course Pride Month, which is a time where the community can celebrate just how far they have come, look back and reflect on those things, and also see exactly how much further we still have to go. But also it is sadly a time of shady business tactics, marketing ploys, and virtue signalling, where companies can just slap a rainbow on their icon and pretend they actually give a shit. And also a time where the homophobes decide like, oh, I'm sorry, they're celebrating their freedom. I can't have that because I'm a cunt. Oh yes, on top of all of the good pride stuff, there are still plenty of things that companies will like to exploit and people will like to spout off about. And we have just a few things to say about that this week on our little pride series, and so we are going to do exactly that. So let's begin. Yes, that's right, it is time for the Rainbow Tsunami, as every company under the sun wants to show its inclusivity and acceptance by just slapping a rainbow on absolutely everything that they sell and pretending that that actually means something. It's basically the same sort of shit that they did with the NHS, only it's good this year because now you can pretend if you get caught by, you know, the bigoted middle-aged fuckers, oh, they like the gays, but no, it's for the nurses, not those lot, okay? And of course, it's so much easier for them to just plaster rainbows on everything and pretend that they actually give a shit than to, you know, do something meaningful like actually support LGBT friendly legislation and go for all of those organizations that seek to help LGBT people. Yeah, of course, that's too much hard work. It's so much easier to just plaster up this thing of, hey, everybody's welcome, no matter who they are. But then also because China doesn't like the gays so much and their big money, just make sure that that little lesbian kiss you put in the last Star Wars film, yeah, you can just edit that out of the international release, it's fine. And the whole, you know, Finn and Poe romance that they were pushing for, the actors really wanted to go for, yeah, fuck that. We'd rather just sideline Boyega for some fucking reason. Of course, Disney's not the only person that you could attack for this. There's a whole fucking heap of people that are doing the same stupid pandering shit, and it comes to a point where you think, what are they not going to put a rainbow on and try and market to all of us? Hello and welcome to the Artemis shopping service, where we are cashing in on the fact that it is gay month by plastering a rainbow and all the cheap shit that we've got and hiking up the prices. So maybe you would be interested as a member of the LGBT community in a pride knife. Look at this lovely, stunning piece of quality. It's got lovely rainbow edge and, you know, it's extra gay and it's perfect for slicing through the rampant homophobia inherent in our system, but also slicing through avocado to put on your toast. The gays like that, don't they? Yeah, cool. Okay, what have we got next? Oh, yes. No LGBT person walking down the street would feel safe about carrying a bit of mace. But we have a real actual mace because, you know, hate crimes are on the rise and people are generally pretty violent in this country. So protect yourself with a real pride-endorsed rainbow mace. And, you know, directions for use, just aim at the face and then you're fine. You are going to be fine after that. And what else do we have? We have another special offer today. That's right, we have our Pride Bibles. Yes, these are excellent Bibles that we have edited so that they don't contain any anti-gay rhetoric, although Gary, my legal assistant, is telling me to inform you that there wasn't actually anything in there that you can't just interpret to be, you know, homophobic. It is all just up for interpretation, and really it's just people's prejudices that are making them say that God hates the gays. But yeah, we slapped a rainbow on it and that'll fucking do, I guess, won't it? So yeah, I hope you enjoy all of these lovely pride things. Order now and we have a special offer. What's the special offer? Gary, you said there was a special fucking offer. I don't know, just make something up. Get some Sharpies and colour that shit in, I don't care. Yeah, order now and we'll throw in a pair of... Okay, yeah, that'll do. Pride rainbow contact lenses that are totally safe for your eyes, honest. That way the whole world can look gay to you. Yeah, order now, numbers below. I mean, it's a pretty obvious shameless cash grab, let's be honest here. We all know it, we can all see through this bullshit, and we don't really need corporations pumping out all of this rainbow merch because, you know, we'd rather just support individual creators and independent businesses because, you know, that's actually the LGBT community, not some fucking billionaire-owned den of cunts. But even that isn't so bad as those who are just actively damaging the community, then trying to pretend to give a shit. pride merch and slapping rainbows on the weirdest of things, such as sandwiches, yes, that happened. That might be bad enough, but it reaches a whole new level of put my entire head through a fucking plate glass window when these bigoted organisations and companies that actively fight against the LGBT community suddenly have to come out and wave the flag when it's June to try and save face. In fact, to borrow a quote from Glenn Cullen of The Thick of It, I feel like I'm in a therapy group being run by my own rapist. And yes, of course, it is the Conservatives who win the big championship belt for the biggest cunts of pride. Although I suppose they could just win the one for biggest cunts because it seems to fit. And yes, they had the audacity to post this little tweet right here that says that they support the LGBT people and all that they do for this country, despite the fact they've been fighting against Stonewall because Stonewall said trans rights. They've been approving the charity status of the LGB Alliance because they said no to trans rights. Boris likes to refer to the gays as tank top bum boys, and that's the leader of my country, ladies and gentlemen. Again, take the O out of country to make it more apropos. And yes, they are just generally shitting all over trans rights and doing everything they can to destroy people's possibilities of living their life the way they want to. And we look at that self-ID thing with gender orientation. Nope, that's gone because, I don't know, sensibilities or so. In fact, actually, when you look at it, it's kind of hilarious in a sense. Like, this must be satire. There's no way they legitimately thought they were showing support. Not when they are the ones consistently doing the damage.
The fuck do you want? Why have you got a gun? Oh, you fucking cunt! Jesus fucking Christ! Are you
Hello,
for real?
my name's Artemis and I'm here today to talk to you about being randomly shot in the leg by a tall dog. This is something that does plague people, and for $1 a day you can help us raise awareness of this. Because awareness is the only way that we fight this. Now, there are some critics who say maybe we should stop shooting people randomly in the leg, and to them I say no, because you are aware of it, and awareness is the key. So keep being aware, and keep paying to be aware. Maybe one day, everybody will be aware that we randomly shoot people in the leg. Thank you. Oh, I've still got one in the chamber. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, what's that? The Tories being cunts? I don't believe it. It's almost as if they shouldn't be in power. Vote Green. But yeah, it is pretty fucking egregious of them because they're just gonna U-turn again in July and suddenly it'll be, oh, fuck all of the gays. No, we don't want any of those around in our country clubs. But take the O out of country so it's a little bit more apropos. But, of course, it's not just the organisations and the companies and political parties that are being complete anus holes when it comes to Pride Month. No, individuals tend to do that as well, and unfortunately you're probably going to see it a bit more because, I don't know, cunts. The more pride we show and the more acceptance that we have of our community and how much love we have for it, the more the people that don't like this community will come out and start running their mouths as if there's anything other than shit that's going to fall out of them. It's almost like they need an equal attention cake, you know? Like, oh, okay, it's all nice that you guys get to have a whole month out of the year, and I know that we get 11, but we want 12. So you better pay attention to us as well. When you always hear that stupid fucking mantra of, oh, well, you don't see a straight pride parade. Right. Why is that, do you think? Why is it that we don't need a straight pride parade? Well, that's because straight pride is all of human fucking history, for God fucking sake. Like, let me ask you this little question. How hard did you straights have it? How hard did you have to fight to get, you know, straight rights and straight marriage? Was that a real difficult uphill battle, was it? How many countries actually made it illegal for you to be straight or even punish you with death? If that was the case, you know, was there anybody, you know, a straight war person who helped crack something like the Enigma code but had to be sterilised and demonised because he turned out to be straight? No? Right, okay, so it's almost like you've not been persecuted at all for your orientation and the way that you're born. It's funny how it fucking works like that, isn't it? And exactly what do you want to see at a straight pride parade? Like, what exactly is the goal? What do you want to see? What would a straight pride parade even fucking look like? Come and enjoy our straight pride parade, a time to celebrate all things of hetero culture, such as football,
boozing, tits, showing your only worth in society is having kids, and of course, masking your repressed emotions with violent acts over a needless sporting event. It's also a time to celebrate all those times in history where straight people have suffered and struggled due to being straight.
It's almost like they don't actually want to be a part of this. They don't actually want to have their own place at Pride because, I mean, they're welcome. Anybody who doesn't, demonize someone for their race, orientation, or gender expression, they're welcome at Pride. It's about equality for all, regardless of anything else. And it's honestly a pretty low bar to clear. Let's face it. But no, it's almost like they see us as a threat to their freedom, as if, freedom and acceptance is some sort of finite resource and that we're just taking it all up. But despite their assholery, there are other ways that you can counter them, and they are pretty fucking satisfying too. Yes, of course, homophobia does become much more loud and fucking in your face when Pride rolls around because, I don't know, they feel like they have to stand up and show their homophobic pride or some shit like that. But it can easily be fought against with sense and logic. Two concepts that these weird fuckers don't really have. Unfortunately, they were born without it. And you can just completely dismantle most of their arguments by simple things like reversing the terminology.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got anything against straight people, just, as long as they keep it in the bedroom.
I mean, I guess it's fine to be hetero, but, just as long as you're not all up in my face about it,
I get it, you're straight, that's lovely, but, I mean, do you have to make it your whole personality?
Oh, wait, you're straight? Oh, that's amazing. I've always wanted a straight best friend. Oh, maybe we could go together to the football matches and, talk about having kids and do all those straight things.
Wait, we're going to a straight bar? Okay, is it safe? I mean, am I going to be alright there? I don't want anybody just randomly hitting on me. I mean, I get it, everyone there is straight and that's fine and lovely, but I'm not, so I don't want that to be awkward.
Oh wow, that dress looks really good on you. I mean, no hetero, obviously. No hetero, not my type.
But of course, if you are able to reverse their stupid bullshit opinions with facts, logic, and evidence, then they've got to rely on something that doesn't care about facts, or logic, or evidence. Something that nobody's going to argue about, something that people literally go to war about because, it's an easy scapegoat for your own feelings. And what would that be? Oh, yes, of course, it's against my religion for other people to do these things because I believe it. Everyone who doesn't believe the same things as me still has to adhere to it, because as much as they bitch and moan about safe spaces, that's pretty much all religion is. Paying for their safety with our freedom. And I mean, it's not as if it really says, Jesus hates the gays. I don't remember reading that in the Bible because I was forced to read it. In fact, what I do remember is that a lot of these assholes like to just flick through that thing and cherry pick what they do and don't want to actually believe because, certain things match up with their ideologies and certain things don't.
Oh, a newcomer, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. More people should be coming to Bible study groups,
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure about a lot of it, but I just had some questions, maybe, and...
Yeah, of course. So many people have questions. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. Go right ahead.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, there's some quotes in there that don't make an awful lot of sense. There's this whole passage about, how to sell your daughter as a slave and what you should and shouldn't do. Is that still a thing? Or?
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a relic of a bygone time. Some of this doesn't need to be taken so literally. So some of these things, time's moved on. That's one of them.
Right, okay. But what about this whole thing of killing people who work on a Sunday? I mean, I have a retail job. Does that mean that I'm, sinning?
Yeah, again, that's, there are some parts of the Bible that they don't make sense in a modern context. So, we don't have to take them by their word. We don't have to believe in every single word of the Bible. We can, see that times have moved on and just continue.
Oh, okay. The other thing is, this is like a polyester cotton wool blend, which means it's two different threads. So... Am I getting stoned to death for that?
Oh, yes, that one. Yeah, as I said, we just move on. You know, not everything has to be adhered to such a, serious standard.
Okay, I'm starting to see a bit of a pattern here. So, I've got a vegetable patch, and I've got a few things growing in there. I'm fine to, sow different seeds in the same place then, yeah?
Yeah. See, yeah, it does just show, this was written in a very long time ago when things were so incredibly different, and it just, it does not stand up to the way that our society has moved on, and it just cannot be adhered to for every single law, can it?
Cool, right, yeah. I was thinking, maybe everything's moved on, right. Yeah, the last one is just about, the gays. Obviously, the gays are pretty much fine now.
No, that is all completely 100% serious. We don't mess around with that.
Okay, but I'm pretty certain it says that, God loves everyone. And, I mean, if it's a sin, then Jesus died for our sins, so all is forgiven, right?
I know what I said, but God hates fags, okay? He hates the gays. That's what I believe. That's what God believes as well. So yeah. No. No.
Okay, but it also says that God made us in his own image, which means if he created us, then he created us gay. That's part of his plan, he wouldn't just create something that he hates.
Oh, you are testing my faith. Yes, okay, we are all creatures of God, yes, but, even God makes mistakes sometimes.
But you also said that God is infallible.
Oh, listen here, you little shit! Okay, and that is the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you are also enjoying our little Pride series. We are just passing the halfway mark now, and it's fun. It's a nice thing to work on. It's a nice thing to show pride for, because it is the month to do so. And it's a very important thing to keep talking about, I believe. That is where we're going to go, especially when you have companies, organisations, and people who like to use this month as an opportunity to voice their very bullshit opinions. And as much as I'm, happy for everyone to have their own opinion, some of them can get right in the fucking bin, and I think we've displayed that pretty well. If you did like this video, maybe check out the merchandise. That's right, we have some pride-orientated merchandise, some Asexuals Don't Give a Fuck shirts. They are absolutely fucking brilliant. You probably see the doggo wearing it, so maybe check that out and have a little look, and you'd be supporting someone who's in the LGBT community. But of course, I'm not going to use that kind of shady marketing ploy. Instead, I'll just slap a rainbow on fucking everything that I see, and that should see me through, right? I think that's what I've learned in this video.
Well, thank you very much for watching as well, and thank you for listening to that pedantic asshole, because I know it's difficult when you prefer this pedantic asshole. I hope you are enjoying our little Pride series. Next week we have another one coming up. Spoiler alert, I know. That will be our third one in the series, and I was going to give you a bit of a teaser, a little bit of a taste on what it might be, but I'm not going to now. So you're just going to have to wait and see. You just have to tune in next week and find out. Haha! And maybe check out this Patreon graphic right here and have a look to see maybe if you are enjoying this, you might feel like, I don't know, you want to support me. You might want to help me keep making the things that I like to make and that you like to watch, hopefully. Apart from all the haters in the comments, because, I laugh at you fuckers, because, bless. Daddy here, he doesn't give a fuck. Oh, I refer to myself as Daddy. That's a dangerous thing to do. But anyway, thank you for watching. We're going to end this before I do any more damage, and I will see you next week. Happy Pride!